Welcome to John Lewis 3D Learning. In this presentation, we are going to see chemical changes and reactions. The topic is metal reactivity series. See, among all the metals, they are all not having the same reactivity. Some are very reactive, some are less reactive, some are medium reactive. Therefore, we should know the order of their reactivity. That is very important to learn the chemical reactions. So what is metal reactivity series in the very first place? The arrangement of metals in the descending order of their reactivities. So we have prepared a list in which the metals on top of the list are highly reactive. The one which at the bottom of the list are least or less reactive, and the one in the middle are medium reactive metals. So that is what we need to understand. So what are the uses of this metal reactivity series? Why we should learn in the very first place? To predict whether a metal can displace another in a single displacement reaction. See, what we have learned in single displacement reaction, only more reactive metal or more reactive element can displace the less reactive element in the compound. More reactive element can displace the less reactive element from its compound. Suppose a less reactive element reacts with a compound having highly reactive element, then this reaction will not happen. See, all these things are possible to predict whether the reaction will take place or not only by knowing the metal reactivity series. And what is the second use of this? To obtain information on the reactivity of the metals towards water and acids. How all these elements react towards water and acids. More reactive metals will react vigorously. The less reactive metal may not react at all, or it may be very less reactive. So that is what we need to learn here. So what is that metal reactivity series? Potassium, sodium. So these two are highly reactive metals. Alkali metals are highly reactive. Potassium, sodium, and then medium. Calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, and lead. These are all medium reactive metals. Then after that, hydrogen. Hydrogen is a non-metal. So it is coming as a reference thing here. And anything placed below hydrogen are less reactive. Anything above hydrogen are medium reactive. And the one on the top of the list are highly reactive metals. So hydrogen is taken as a reference here. Okay, below hydrogen, what are the metals? Copper, mercury. See, Cu is copper. So let me point out here exactly. So Cu is copper, Hg is mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. So this is what is the metal reactivity series. We need to remember. Okay, first let us see what are the names. So K stands for what? Potassium. Na stands for sodium. These two are highly reactive metals. And then calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, and lead. These are all medium reactive elements. Then comes the reference material. What is that? Hydrogen. Then what is the less reactive metals? Copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. So this is the order of the metal reactivity series. We need to remember. Okay, you will see its application when you are going to learn the next chapter or in the higher classes. Without this list, we cannot thrive, we cannot learn chemistry easily. Therefore, learn it very thoroughly and try to remember it. I'll give you some clue also in the next slide how to remember this series. So, the more reactive element displaces the less reactive element from its salt solution. For example, you take potassium, and if it reacts with water, or you can take some other okay, maybe, so less reactive is what? Okay, maybe zinc chloride. So now this potassium can displace zinc, because potassium is here on top of the list, whereas zinc is here. Therefore potassium can displace zinc, no, which is present below. Therefore highly reactive element can displace the less reactive substance. Suppose you put the other way, suppose you put zinc and potassium chloride. Here there is no reaction because zinc is less reactive than potassium. Therefore this cannot displace potassium from that compound. So that is why learning and remembering this reactivity. So here in this slide we are going to learn how to remember the metal reactivity series. See, already just we have seen the metal reactivity series, but how to remember. So this is what is a mnemonic I used. Please stop calling me a zebra. Instead learn how costly mercury, silver, gold and platinum are. Just by remembering this mnemonic, it's easy to retain the metal reactivity series. So what is the first letter of the mnemonic? Please, no, first word is please. So what is the first letter? P. So this is the series. So P stands for what? Potassium. So the first letter in please, no, the first letter in please is P. Therefore it is potassium. The second word, the first letter is S. So S stands for sodium. And in the third one, the first two letters are Ca, that is calcium. So third metal is calcium. And the fourth word, the first letter is M. Therefore that stands for magnesium. And next one is A. A stands for aluminium. And then Z stands for zinc. Okay, so next is aluminium. The next one is zinc. After that I stands for what? Iron. I stands for iron. And then L stands for lead. So the next two elements are iron and lead. Okay, after that how? How is for what? Hydrogen, no? First letter is H, therefore it is hydrogen. So this is the reference thing. So above hydrogen are medium reactive metals. On top of the list potassium, sodium, highly reactive. And below hydrogen they are all less reactive. So how costly? C stands for copper. And then mercury. So everything is given, no, name itself is given. Mercury, silver, gold and platinum. Okay, how costly they are in that order. So you can easily remember them. Platinum is costlier than gold. Gold is costlier than silver. Silver is costlier than mercury. Mercury is costlier than copper. Okay, it goes on increasing there in the less reactivity metal, the cost. Okay, by remembering this mnemonic, no, this sentence, please stop calling me a zebra. Instead learn how costly mercury, silver, gold and platinum are. So why I chose this mnemonic? Because when I was in school, all my friends call me zebra because my neck is slightly longer and also I am so tall. Therefore they call me a zebra. Okay, so just by remembering this mnemonic, please stop calling me a zebra. Instead learn how costly mercury, silver, gold and platinum are. At any time you will be able to recollect this metal. So now we take some non-metals, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So highly reactive element is fluorine and then chlorine and then comes bromine and finally iodine. You remember the reactivity of halogens. So these four elements are halogens. Among the four halogens, fluorine is highly reactive and iodine is less reactive. So this order also you try to remember for non-metals. Now, so where it is used? In single displacement reaction it is used. For example, if you take zinc and copper sulfate, first of all we should know where it is placed. Zinc is placed above hydrogen, copper is placed below hydrogen. Therefore zinc is more reactive than copper. Therefore zinc can displace copper. That's why copper is coming out and zinc takes its place and forms zinc sulfate. Suppose the equation is given like this: zinc plus sodium sulfate. You cannot write sodium plus zinc sulfate. You should know here zinc is placed below sodium. Sodium is on top of the metal reactivity series, no? And zinc is somewhere in the middle. Therefore zinc is less reactive than sodium. Zinc is less reactive than sodium. So what is the list we know? Please stop calling me a zebra. Instead iron, learn, that is lead, how, that is hydrogen, how, copper, mercury, silver is what? Ag, silver, and then gold and platinum are, how costly they are. Okay, this is what is a list. So now here, where is zinc? Zinc is here. Where is sodium? Sodium is here. Can zinc displace sodium? No, because zinc is placed below sodium in the metal reactivity series. Is it clear? Okay, hope you understood this and you like this lesson. If you like it, please share it with your friends and click the like button. Thank you very much for watching. Until we meet next time, bye bye.